What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Chuds BBQ. My name is Bradley Robinson, and today I'm going to show you how I made this beautiful, delicious, smoky, tingly, spicy Sichuan chicken sausage. Coming up. This is some chicken. Pat it dry. What I got here is just some classic boneless, skinless chicken breast. Thighs would also work just fine, but I found in the past that chicken breast has a bit firmer of a texture and works out a little bit better for sausage making, but I don't know, I need to do some more experiments. But we're going with chicken breast today, and as you can see, I'm just cubing this up into nice little chunkies that'll fit into our meat grinder. And I did give this a jump start in the freezer, so it's already pretty cold, just to expedite the process a little bit. And I'm just gonna weigh it out. Just about 3 pounds of chicken breast, and now we need to add some fat. In the form of some pork belly. I got a whole one because if you look at a pork belly, there's always a big chunk of fat right on the end there. So I'm just gonna trim off the edges of this guy. Nice big chunk of fat, get a little pork in there. I'm not mad about it. And we're just gonna throw that in until we have 5 pounds. And just like that, we've got 5 pounds of chicken, pork fat, and this should work out perfectly. So back into the freezer this goes while we go ahead and get all of our spices ready. We're going for a bit of a Chinese kind of Sichuan flavor profile on our chicken sausage today, because what doesn't sound good about that? And there's quite a few spices going in, starting with some kosher salt, some freshly toasted and ground up Sichuan peppercorns, some granulated garlic, bit of cayenne, some paprika, some ginger powder, freshly ground and toasted, fennel, a little bit of cumin, kind of like that Chongqing video I did a little while ago. And I was gonna add some Chinese 5-spice, but I don't have any, and I already added Sichuan peppercorns, so now we're gonna go in with the other 4, including some star anise, cinnamon, and some clove. The other 2 were fennel and Sichuan peppercorns, and now we're gonna finish this off with some mala spice mix from Fly by Jing, who's sponsoring this video. As you may know by now, I'm a big fan of Fly by Jing and all of their products. And they're on a mission to bring premium Chinese flavors to every home and every table. All their products add complex flavor and spice to any dish you're cooking in an instant, whether it's a meal, a snack, or even dessert. Surprisingly, the chili crisp goes really great on vanilla ice cream. Highly recommend trying it. I always keep Fly by Jing products stocked up in this house, and as you can see, some of these are starting to get a little bit low, but luckily, I've already got backups in the cupboard ready to go. And I always have all 5 of these on hand. You know, we got the classic Sichuan chili crisp. This stuff is just so good on absolutely everything. Perfect amount of spice, great tingle, so good. Gotta love a good chili crisp. They've also got the extra spicy chili crisp, which is 3 times hotter and absolutely addicting. Love this stuff. Of course, we got the mala spice mix. It's just really an umami bomb. It's got some really nice savory flavors to it. And then you got the zong sauce. This is basically just a really flavorful hot sauce. It goes great on everything. And we can't forget the chili crisp vinaigrette. This stuff is unbelievably tasty. So good. And these are all pantry essentials in my household for a reason, because they're unlike anything else I have in my cupboard. Nice and spicy, but not overkill. And just add that tingly Sichuan flavor to pretty much anything you're cooking. And they're made with the highest quality ingredients. They're 100% vegan, natural, non-GMO, and most of all, are absolutely delicious. So if you're in the market to try some new flavorful, tingly, spicy sauces, I highly recommend picking up Fly by Jing at flybijing.com, where you can use my code to get 15% off your order. Again, I'll have a link in the description box of this video taking you to flybijing.com, where using my code you can save 15%. Thank you, Fly by Jing. I forgot to add the milk powder to our spice mix. Oh yeah, there we go. Gotta have a nice binder in there. You know the drill from here, folks. Time to send all this meat through the old grinder. Got the coarse die on there today, as I typically do. Beautiful grind on there, nice and pebbly. You can see a nice fat content, looking good. And now, simply enough, in we go with all of our spices. I'm gonna mix this batch by hand because it's only a 5-pound batch. I don't feel like busting out the big old meat mixer. So first, I'm just gonna make sure that these are evenly distributed. Make sure nothing's caking onto the bottom, anything like that. And now we're going in with our liquid, which is some water, 10% by weight of meat and fat. And now we're just gonna mix this up until everything is evenly incorporated and nice and tacky. Oh, it's smelling so good. I'm telling you folks, if you've never played around with Sichuan peppercorns before, I highly recommend it. It's such a unique flavor. Very floral, it's got a nice tingly vibe on the tongue. And much like the chili crisp from Fly by Jing, it's got that kind of spicy, addicting quality to it where you just want to keep eating it. Oh, I love it so much. Whoop. Time to case it up, folks. Going on with some natural hog casings, as we typically do around here. Oh yeah. Tie it off, snip the tip, and now we case. Oh yeah. Just going for some average wieners today, folks. Nothing too fancy. Nice little 6/8 incher, which is ideal. Been a minute since I made a chicken sausage, tell you what. And they're very good, especially with complex flavors like this, because chicken is kind of mild in nature compared to beef or pork or something like that. And also, chicken is super cheap, which is nice. Beautiful color on there too. First sausage of the new year. Pretty exciting. We're getting a lot of texts and emails and DMs lately saying that my Meat Gear affiliate links are broken down below, and that's because Meat is transitioning between ad companies or something like that. So it's out of my control, but hopefully they will be fixed soon enough. Nice and plump. And just like that, all of our beautiful little chicken sausages are done. Looking good. Let's fire up the pit. And on the pit we go. I'm just gonna keep them right on this rack here. Keep them nice and clean, easy transport, make sure none of them are touching. I did have this resting in front of a fan for the last 30 minutes or so while this fire got caught. That's why they're looking a little bit darker, a little bit drier. That's just gonna help to smoke it here. You know, let the salt do its thing for a little bit. And you may have noticed that there's no pink salt in this sausage, and that's because we're not gonna be cold smoking these. I'm gonna be rocking this pit probably around 225, 250, and then gradually bring it up to 275 just to give these maybe about an hour's worth of smoke and then cook them through. But we're not doing a cold smoke, so we don't need to use any pink salt. And that's because I don't really need smoke to be the predominant flavor of this sausage. I want the spices and the chicken and everything to kind of speak for itself. But I gotta say, I'm loving the color already. Little baby coal on the end here, looking nice and plump, so we'll check back in a little bit. Ooh, gonna go with some zong sauce. Oh yeah, and just get that nice and fluffed up. Glad they sent me more. Oh, so beautiful. And just like that, ow, these beautiful chicken sausages are looking fantastic, incredibly firm, nice and plump. Clocked them in right around 170 internal, which means these are just about to pop, so I caught them just in time. I temped this one earlier, and now it's all wrinkly, which is why you always gotta have at least one sacrificial link. I was testing these inner ones and one on the outside, but we're gonna let these cool down for a little bit, then we can dive right on in. Gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how these are looking. Nice and plump, feeling good. Still looking nice and smoky, and it only took an hour to cook, so gotta love that. Well, let's go ahead and see how these came out, shall we? Ooh, oh yeah, nice and juicy, nice and fatty. Oh, that smells so good. That cinnamon and clove is really coming through. Get some nice bias cuts on there. Little sneak peek. Ooh, very nice. Very flavorful. Got that nice Sichuan vibe going, but let's plate it up, shall we? Got our beautiful rice right here. How should we do this? I think we're gonna just smush our perfect little pyramid here. Oh, lovely. Got some beautiful rice full of the zong sauce. Got some beautiful chicken sausage full of the mala spice mix, so it's only fitting that we top it off with some chili crisp. Ooh, yes please. Don't mind if I do. Beautiful. Couple scallions on top and our beautiful little Sichuan dinner is done. I mean, what's not to like about that, folks? A whole bunch of lovely flavors. Got some rice, got some smoky sausage, some fresh green onions on top. Oh, I gotta dive in. Gotta say, I'm pretty excited about this one, folks. It's kind of a chilly night out here, and some nice tingly smoky sausage just sounds lovely. Oh, that looks so much better with the chili crisp on there. Oh, that is so good. A little rice to go with that, fill you right on up. I mean, what's not to like about that, folks? Oops. There's so many flavors going on, it's crazy. Definitely got that 5 spice element going. Perfect amount of heat for me. You know, I wasn't really trying to make this too spicy, but I could always grab the extra spicy chili crisp if I feel like it. But it's just got those warming spices like the clove and the anise, subtle notes from the fennel and the cumin. Sichuan peppercorns are coming through nice and tingly. My whole mouth is on fire in a good way, but not really a spicy way. I don't know, it's unique, it's hard to describe. So good. That rice is so good too. I think this is the first time I've ever eaten sausage with a fork, but come on, look at that bite. So many flavors, so many textures. Gotta go for it. So juicy. But again, it's a chicken sausage, so it's pretty light on the palate, you know? It's not overly smoky like a lot of the sausages I make, but it's definitely there. That one had some kick to it from the chili crisp, for sure. That one got a lot of it. But again, there's just a lightness to chicken sausages that really just takes all these flavors really well. Definitely can eat a lot more of this than some of the other heavier, cheesier, beefier sausages. I tell you what. Telling you, if you haven't tried these products or tried this flavor profile before, right now when it's kind of chilly, perfect time to do it. We got a nice plump little wing. That came together really quickly too. Should we see if it's got a snap? Yeah, I'd say so. So good. Maybe a little more chili crisp for good measure, you know. There we go. Nope. Phenomenal sausage. A lot of ingredients went into that. Really came out well. It's not cinnamony in like a Christmassy way. It's not too clovey or anything like that. Not too spicy. The salt level is perfect. Just a nice, flavorful, well-balanced sausage. Woo, the tingles. Love that. If you've ever had Mapo tofu before, this is pretty similar, but kind of like a chicken version, but it's also smoky and sausage, so really nothing like it, but flavor-wise, very close. Got that Sichuan peppercorn tingle going on, very floral, got some nice spice to it. All in all, I'm definitely making this again. But without further ado, I think it's time for the official taste test. All right, y'all, and that is it. That is how to make some absolutely fantastic, smoky, spicy, tingly chicken sausage. I highly recommend giving this one a try, especially with the new year upon us. If you're looking to try some new flavor profiles and expand your culinary horizons, I highly recommend giving this one a try. It's unique, it's flavorful, and it's incredibly tasty. But all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that subscribe button. Let YouTube know by dropping a like on this video. If you give this recipe a try for yourself, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chuds BBQ. I love to see what y'all are cooking. Big shout out to all the Patreon members. Thank you for supporting Team Chud and allowing me to keep making all these videos. And until the next time I see you, please go cook something outside. Peace!